You ever see the 9 beers, 9 glizzies, in 9 innings challenge? That's too much, man. That's just too much. The hell is this? Ahriman rank C? A bounty? It's the they brought back the Nemesis system? Notorious marks. Every now and then, Clive may encounter larger creatures. Defeating these notorious marks can earn him renown and rare materials.
Do you think it's spotted us, Auldhyl? What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
I'm insane. I'm insane. Lil bro casted Doom on me? The hell's going on?
Get him. Over here.
Oh, get parried. Get gouged on. I hate slow-moving projectiles in character action games. They're so hard to dodge. Okay, get your embrace deadly. I'm so ready to drop an ult on your ass. This dude? Oh no, I'm Ramuh. That's right. Now that I think about it, post a image from your photo reel that says I'm Ramuh. Hey, this is an image checkpoint. Stop. Post an image from your photo reel that makes you say I'm Ramuh. No PB? Well, we can just go crazy on this dude for a minute then. He's like, he's not doing anything. He's serving heavy, useless vibes right now. Okay, you hit me. Congrats. That don't impress me much. What a whiff. He's like a little baby, man. So you got the flames, but have you got the touch? Don't get me wrong, I think you're all right. That won't keep me warm in the middle of the night. That won't impress me much. I do like the existence of the Nemesis system, though. That's a name I've not heard for a long time. The hell is this, man? Get out of there! What Nemesis system? These are just bounties? I see what you're saying, comrade. Notorious mark slain. Ines? It's 5,000 gil. There's nothing wrong with that.
You didn't see that coming.
I get it. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. You're right. I should upgrade some abilities, huh? Especially now that we've got Ramuh. So, Judgment Bolt. Blind Justice. I'm not using it right. Lightning Rod. Create a ball of lightning that when struck chains to nearby enemies. Pile Drive. Pile Drive I can use. Let's level that. The Thunderstorm. Bolt is the best single target DPS. Judgment Bolt. Okay. I can't afford it. So I do not afford it. I'm going to level up my Pile Drive. I feel like we use Gouge all the time. Let's level up Gouge. You know what? We do use Deadly Embrace, but we could do better, I think. Don't even start. There's a lot of stuff to think about here, don't get me wrong. Sure, you know what? We can afford it. Let's get it. Triangle will tell you what it upgrades. Yeah, but it's one of those things where, like, I know, like, there's different kinds of individuals out there, and however your stars and stripes align, more power to you. Sometimes on the menu, they list, like, every ingredient that is in a dish, which I get is good if you're, like, a really picky eater or, like, allergic. For me, sometimes I'll just read, like, the entree name, and I'm like, herb-encrusted pork chop. Say no more. I don't need to know that it's got jicama on the side, microgreens. We'll just let it be, like, a little bit of a surprise. You know what I mean? I don't need all the triangulars involved. I don't need to know the attack windows and the hit confirms and the frames which it comes out and etc. etc. I'll just press square on a sucker.
What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
There should be an I'm feeling lucky for restaurant menus. Like at any restaurant, you should be able to go in and say, surprise me. And whatever they feed you, you should get $2 off from what its normal price is on the menu.
Best off staying where we
Like
are.
if you guys accidentally made like too many Cobb salads, then feed me a Cobb salad and take $2 off the price.
No one survived.
That's the special of the day? Yeah, but the special's like,
I'm sorry.
it's usually more expensive.
Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's
Exactly.
not on my hands.
Well, I'm not paying extra for something
Cole
that
said you
just
cast
because
their
you ordered too
remains.
many fish last week.
That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
Why don't you open that restaurant?
How?
I like eating food, but I don't like.
You couldn't have known.
I don't think I could run a restaurant.
I
It seems
did.
like a pretty cutthroat
And
business.
I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am.
It's crazy reading like
Started
Google
moons
reviews of
ago.
restaurants.
Of black
Because it
clad
is
devils
legitimized
descended on
the
villages in
opinions
dead
of
night to
insane
slit
people.
the throats of
Like
sleeping
even the best
bears.
restaurants in the world
I assumed
have
it was
reviews
all
that are
just
like 1 out of
nonsense
5.
concocted by the
The
Empire.
manager followed me
Nothing but a
home
ghost story meant to make folk
to my
think
house.
twice about lending a hand
And
to
I'm
a
like, no, he
fugitive
didn't.
bearer.
And in
Like you
ordinary
would
times,
call
you
the
would have
police
been
in
right.
that case. You actually just have like, oh,
What
you
these
need to go
black
speak
shields
to a
have done.
doctor.
Something
Then you're out here giving local businesses like 1 out of
begs the
5 because you got some undiagnosed mental
Why
issue.
not at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes
You just
on in
make
that
hamachi
woman's head's
crudo
job
every
for
single
someone
day.
with more time
So
on their
true.
hands.
Clutch reference
Right
to
now,
Surge.
I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish. No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Whatever you say, Martha. Martha, Martha, Martha. Valuable. Can be traded for Gil. So I should do side quests that have a plus. NL, do you think Drake got a little zesty on Rich Flex? I didn't want to get involved with this because Drake is from Canada, so it's like a little too close from home. But yes, I would say that,
Bloody marvel with the
in my personal opinion, I don't think Drake should have gotten that zesty with Rich Flex.
Because a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos.
You
I
heard
think
me
that
right.
Rich Flex tried to
Wild
Riz
bird.
up Baby Gronk, and Livy said, hold up, I'm the new Riz King. And then Drake got a little zesty on them.
Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday.
Who would win in a fight?
Or two.
Baby Gronk
Now,
or
they're
the
back, looking
Grimace
to
Shake?
settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
Sure. 20 green pluses, why not?
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me?
All right.
The pluckiest bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
Yahoo! Dude is in love with the bird. I fell in love once and almost completely. She's in love with the bird. Sometimes these feelings can be so misleading.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
Maybe the best White Stripes song. Don't at me. I'm very much a White Blood Cells fan. Elephant's fine too, don't get me wrong, but I'm very much a White Blood Cells fan.
A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way.
What's the best Joss Stone song? I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm not British. I know that I'm kind of giving some British vibes because I'm playing a British game made in Japan. But I'm not British. I don't know anything about Joss Stone or Lily Allen or Charlotte Church or Girls Aloud or any of that stuff. I don't know anything about it, honestly. Take That. I don't know anything about Take That either, except Sam Yo plays them
You've been bad for business.
in some of his 90s rides or 80s rides.
To mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then.
I love the idea of a henchman who's like a spellcaster. It seems like so undignified. How about one of these? Because you're supposed to have like high int to be a spellcaster. Why is your ass hanging around with these idiots? I just ulted on them. And then popped a gouge that hits nothing. My kill. Excuse me? Huntsman? Where's Snow White? -2. I don't like that movie. I don't like that movie either. You don't have to like something to reference it. And then quick one of these to follow it up, quick one of these to follow it up. Get staggered. Quick one of these to follow it up. And then finish him off with one of those. That was close to the max. Oh, I was supposed to use my deadly embrace. I was supposed to be the one to fill your dark soul with light. No record. Sad. That's still pretty good. Okay, he's got a two-piece on him now. Careful, he's got a two-piece on him now. Okay, watch out, he's got a one-piece on him. Oh. Has he gotten to the Cunnilingus minigame yet? Wait, I didn't know this was an educational game. We're proud to announce the newest update to Team Fortress 2. The sex update. Yes!
You're safe now. White heart, I presume.
Even the birds, like, why are you talking to a damn bird?
Do you know her, boy?
It'd be like, meh. Birds would be like, meh.
That scar. It couldn't be.
Gav?
Ambrosia. It is you. You survived.
The Sid shows up. So true. Mind if I drop in?
Silver flock.
Oi!
These are my two kids, Olivia and baby Gronk.
I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I
The
knew
two
you
most
would.
popular names in America right now for
And
kids.
the whole flock made it through
D'Artagnan,
unscathed.
D'Artagnan, put that down.
Thankfully they did.
That dirt isn't organic.
Well,
Peasants
I'll
love
be-
saying shit like oi. So
Never
true.
stop to think our hero here might once have been
Me when
someone's
I'm a peasant and
bad
something
news.
good happens.
Though
Huzzah!
I do think
Huzzah!
she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Sorry, what? What?
Oh no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by
And
me.
now, you ever been so happy you did 3 hip hip hoorays? I've said hip hip hooray at Jamboree many times, because that's how
She
you
wants her master back, I reckon.
that's how you say goodbye.
Told you. And it seems our pals agree.
Is that it?
Any yippies?
You want to
I
come
don't
with
know
me?
if I've ever unironically yippied.
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming
I bet in
sight.
middle school I'd said the
That's down
occasional
stables
woohoo,
over
because
here
The
about this
Simpsons was still
tonight.
good back then.
Oh, stay right where you are.
Riding on my horse, you can whip your Porsche. If you ain't got no giddy up, then giddy on my way. You're gonna take me down to the old town road. I'm going to ride until I cannot anymore. I'm going to...
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
I don't know what you're
does
saying,
indeed.
buddy.
How much do I owe you?
A few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you
Riding round Rodeo in my Maserati sports car. So true. Shorty's got a habit, diamond rings, and Fendi sports bras. Riding round Rodeo in a Maserati sports. Gonna take you down to the... That was a good time. Summer 2019 when Old Town Road was popping off.
Now I get a proper look
You ever see the videos of Lil Nas X performing Old Town Road in front of like a bunch of 5-year-olds, and the 5-year-olds are losing their minds? That's got to be one of the most wholesome videos on the planet.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been.
Those kids are losing their minds, man.
Getting to me, silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
And he's friends with Chiblee, yeah.
Take care of your flock for now.
Hard to believe.
I'll call you when I need you.
You click in the left stick to call your chocobo. Your chocobo, Ambrosia, can join you in almost any environment of the game that doesn't take place in a city. Chocobo unlocked. Hold R3 while in the field to summon Ambrosia, and X to mount the chocobo. That's not the right whistle, brother.
Let's go.
When you ride alone, achievement!
Yeah.
Alright, well, that was fun. Now take me back to the hideout. I'm gonna hide till I can't no more. It should play the chocobo music, you're right. Donkey 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 donk 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 donkey donk. Bree doo doo, bree doo doo, bree dee doo dee doo doo, doo dee doo doo.
But none of the curse breakers have
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
That's Yoshi's Island?
Where's my
Yeah,
horse?
chocobo theme, comma, Yoshi's Island.
No kind words for your old pal Gal.
Wait, chocobo music. Dunk, donkey, 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 dunk, 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 eh?
So, you remember how quick the
Gold
Empire
saucer
was
theme.
to occupy Dominion after the fall of the Great Khan? And how pissed off all the other nations
Yeah,
were
okay,
that
I got
they
it. I got it
didn't
all
do
locked
it
in there, man.
first.
Half a century of
Donkey dunk.
independence gone at the whim of a
Donkey
madman.
dunk.
So much for their bloody
Donkey,
treaty.
donkey,
Clearly,
donkey,
the promise
donkey,
of
dunk.
unblighted land and the world's
Dunk.
supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. Now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation
I know all
as an
Final
excuse
Fantasy
to
music.
declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's
What about One
gates
Winged
as we
Angel?
speak, looking to
Sick
starve
Transit
the
Gloria.
Imperials into submission.
Vini Vidi Vici Sephiroth.
Now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor.
You ever ridden a
Ambrosia's
horse?
coming.
I've never ridden a horse. Nor a pony?
It's time we moved on the mother crystals. Four mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed.
And Drake's
Drake's
balls
tail.
in your mouth.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Queenside,
Oh, no,
Drake's
no, no.
Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught
Hugo,
us,
Kupka, Hugo,
Is that he
Hugo.
lost
You
his
think
tracks?
I'm joking? But it's a great way to remember the name.
there is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
Yeesh.
There's a shitload of sea between
Back
us and
away,
it.
banana
I've
breath. What'd you
never
eat
been
for
much
lunch?
of
A
swimmer.
banana?
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities.
No, not that one. No relation.
Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
Nothing gets by this guy.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Remember in the demo when you get a squad of 2 lads and they're named Wade and Tyler, even though it's the year 873 in a galaxy far, far away? Man, those were the days. Did you see the new Pepsi Colachop? What is the new what? It's giving what for breakfast at Cozy? It's giving free shavakadu. Pepsi Colachop, it's a thing? Yeah, but I don't even know what is it. What is it? Is it a drink?
Is it business or pleasure?
Don't flatter yourself, Karen.
Weighing you down.
Hang on, I think I could use some potions. Never mind, I'm completely full. Instantly restores all HP? It's 10,000. No thanks. It's Pepsi flavored ketchup? Why is it called Colachop then?
What do you need? What do you want?
What do you need? What do you want? I'm wearing purple gear, which means I can't upgrade it. Okay, well, you're useless to me then. Because it's Pepsi Cola plus ketchup. Oh, okay. I don't know about all that, man. It's... Do you think God stays up in heaven because he's scared of what he created on earth? It's crazy that that's a line from Spy Kids, huh? Spy Kids 2, actually. I'm resisting a lot of temptation to make an Austin Powers joke. Spy Kids is proof of auteur theory, for sure. Those movies are just like...
Do you think it was wise
it's like Robert Rodriguez's like psyche on the screen.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
I want to hate
that he does.
Robert Rodriguez like so much. He's because
Okay,
I'm not being that serious. I think in my head, my headcanon version of Robert Rodriguez is actually who Zack Snyder is in real life. So I was like, oh, I don't really like the movies this guy makes. I'm sure he's going to be like insufferable. And then I watched that episode of The Chef Show where Jon Favreau goes over to his house and they just cook like a bunch of pizzas. And he just seems like a really nice guy. And that made me like even angrier. I was like, fuck you. You should be more of a dick.
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
Me when I hate on Meghan Trainor? I know, because you can't just be a hater in the modern era, right? In the modern era, you're not allowed to like anything that's made by bad people. And the corollary to that is you're not allowed to hate someone unless they deserve it.
Come on.
You can't just... It used to be back in the day... People were going crazy. They were hating on, like, Barney the dinosaur. You'd be like, why are people so mad about... Adults would be like, fuck Barney the dinosaur. I hope he dies. You'd be like, why? They'd be like, I don't know, purple? He's purple. He sings I love you, you love me.
More than likely. Which is why we
Nowadays, you'd be like, oh, I don't really like Barney the dinosaur. Oh, really? Yeah, I know. Like, the show's not that great, but he donates, like, millions of dollars to charitable causes. So, actually, fuck him, he's purple, dude. You're purple? I'm lavender! Level 24 Death Blossom. Now we're talking. I hate media based on... I hate people based on my taste in media. It's my most boomer-coded trait. Dude, I hear you. I mean, I wouldn't say I hate, like, Meghan Trainor or, like, John Legend or anything. But, like, I'll be real with you. You might think this is putting on airs. But, like, if I was in the grocery store and someone was like, hey, dude, check it out. I don't want you to miss out. John Legend is over in, like, the dairy aisle. Why don't you go meet him and get his autograph? I would not, unless I was already going to the dairy aisle, I would not walk over to see him. I think, maybe this is biased, but I feel like you're kind of a dick if you take a photo with a celebrity whose work you don't actually enjoy. Like, if you hate Seth Rogen, but you see him in public and you recognize him, and you go, Seth Rogen, can I get a picture and an autograph? I think that makes you kind of a dickhead. You took someone else's time just to be like, check it out, I got a photo with someone whose face I recognize. You did it for clout, exactly. What if I tell him he sucks afterwards? That's definitely even worse. That's not based. I would definitely be pissed off if someone was like, are you NL? And then they took a photo and then they're like, by the way, like, I hate all your work, Chibley's better. I would be like, okay, bye.
Quiet, you.
Rude ass.
I think we're loyalists.
The dude's probably... You do that to Seth Rogen. The dude's probably out there just buying a pot. Oh, sorry, he makes his own pot. Okay, I forgot he was into pottery now. He's probably out buying weed or something like that. You're gonna ruin his day telling him you didn't like Sausage Party?
From the ashes to welcome a new dawn. It would be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
What if they said, keep up the good work, you fucking freak?
You should have our full cooperation.
Hey, I've been watching a long time. I remember when you sucked off 16 cops in a row.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the minute?
What the hell is she talking about?
Welcome, stranger.
Welcome, stranger. Are you the only shop in the realm with the Gaia blade? Lion ass.
I suppose we won't be seeing you again.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information.
They should make a Final Fantasy where all the characters sound like they're from Ohio.
You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100-foot legion?
No, literally. What about an RPG where everybody is wearing Ohio State 2017 BCS champions long sleeve shirts and walking around foreign countries saying OH and waiting for somebody to reply IO?
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Ambrosia are sending nowhere.
I don't know what
we
you're
might be
saying.
harboring
How do you know so much
firebands.
about Ohio?
We were.
I can't not know stuff about Ohio. So whenever there's people, how do you know someone's from Ohio? They'll freaking tell you, dude. Also, they'll be wearing
I don't know.
Cincinnati Bengals 2021 Super Bowl losers t-shirt. Villager? Wait, this guy's from Animal
We are
Crossing!
travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village.
and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is
Look
a
at your
harsh
town,
master.
bro.
Its demands
What are they
great,
gonna do?
and
Knock
its
down your
justice swift.
empire
But
of
as long
dirt?
as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone.
Do you ever see that video
Some might call
of
it
the girl
submission.
telling her mom they saw
It
Jesus
will
in
spare white
Ohio?
people the viceroy's
Yes,
wrath.
yes, it is a great video.
This village will not become another
And the
East
mom's like, I forget the girl's name, but she's like,
Then we shall be
Sarah, you have to show me. You have to show me that. And she's like, Mom, I was just joking. Oh, man. Show me, please. Yeah.
These people live with a knife to
Oh
their
my God,
throats.
Mom. What? Sarah, what? They saw Jesus. What? They saw Jesus in Ohio.
Mercy.
Obedience brought with fear.
Man.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome.
A new ally?
before the Imperials do?
Bahamut Zero?
Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Scallop Rock. Shell out, dig in, burner, burner. Doesn't matter what oil it's cooked in. Sear a bit. See, don't cook it too much or it'll get a little rubbery, and nobody wants that because a scallop is like $7 each at the grocery store these days. Hey, hey. Just relax, Fallen Hunter. He really, he's living up to the name right now, sure. Oh, the rubbery. This shellfish is unpalatable to me. Scallops simultaneously overrated and underrated. I went through a period in life where, like, if I was at a fancy restaurant and there was a scallop entree, that would be like, it would be a pack one, pick one for me. I like scallops, but nowadays I'm more about the fish, honestly. Like, if I have the choice between a scallop and a sea bass, or a scallop and a halibut or something like that, I'm typically going. Whoops, I forgot about this. Salmon. I think this is like BC coded, but there's no shot like I'm ordering salmon at a fancy restaurant, because we just, like, the salmon is just falling off the trucks here non-stop. Level 24 bomb, holy cow. Hey, Rotund Rhombus. Thank you for the gifted subscriptions. I very much almost got your name wrong. I thought it was Rodin Dr. Hombus at first, but I got you and you got me. Thank you. Hey, can I zap you to interrupt your bomb attack? And then just kill you, I suppose. Hey, get me out of here. I don't want to have Wicked Wheel anymore. I would rather have Rook's Gambit. Jump back, then deliver a punishing counter. I feel like Wicked Wheel whiffs so often. And then take me to my this. And replace this with Rook's Gambit, please. Thank you. Why is it still Arrow? Oh, that's Arrow. Okay, Arrow is the magic type. Okay, try to attack me. Holy, dude! Hey! And the Rook's Gambit cooldown is like negative 25 seconds, so... You know what? It gives us something to focus on for defense in combat, too. Yeah, no kidding. Any Greeks in chat? Athens is ugly, but the Parthenon was pretty cool. Wow, rude ass. So what did the Greeks do to you? Just be like, I visited your city, I hate it. Or I visited your country, I hated its biggest city. Athens is effed, trust me. Who asked?
Get him.
All capital cities suck ass? Hey, Ottawa's okay. You mean all capital cities except Ottawa, right? They got the Byward Market, the birthplace of beaver tails. You can see the Rideau Canal locks. Ottawa's boring. People who lived in the same place for 20 years be like, this town's boring to me. Hang on. I'm trying to use a Rook's Gambit. I guess I could just do this instead. Hey, come close to me so I can... Yes! I've Rook's Gambited you, I think. Do I have to be locked onto an enemy to Rook's Gambit them? Because I'm not good at adjusting my lock-ons in this game. Ottawa has your mom? Honestly, Mouth, Ottawa oftentimes does have my mom. She and my dad like to visit there. They love to visit Montreal and Ottawa because they're relatively close, either drive or train ride from Kingston, Ontario. Wahoo! Come to Montreal? I've been. Montreal's cool, but like, I don't even want to tell you that because like everybody knows Montreal gets enough credit. Well, that's just how I like to travel. I didn't whiff on my Ignite. That's just how I like to travel.
Blood, Clive.
Is Montreal better than Vancouver?
And still wet.
It's better to visit, for sure, as a tourist. To live in? I don't know. I don't speak French.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who
People in Ontario always be like, yeah, Toronto's pretty nice, but have you ever been to Aurelia?
Why then? We owe you our thanks.
Sorry.
You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome.
What about Halifax? I don't remember. I've been to Halifax, but I was like 10 years old. I don't remember much except they had an IMAX, and I was like, whoa, an IMAX.
I'll show you.
I don't know. Just get ulted on. I'm gonna use all of my abilities. You asked for this? Okay, I know they have a caster. I'm choosing not to care. Because I think me and Torgal can still output the kind of damage that means we don't have to care. Now that was a sick move. Look at the heals, man. Look. Okay, fine. You freaking caster. Yo, Jill, you really couldn't just handle the caster back here by yourself? We literally had like 100% of the aggro on us. Worst Rook's Gambit of all time. Oh, best pile drive of all time? Hit him with another one. I am the thunder. Trophy earned. What can I say? I'm pretty good. Hello, Mouth, by the way. Hello. No, Skylar. I am the thunder. A lot of people say that the combat in this game is a lot different than previous Final Fantasies. It's still turn-based. You just take your turns in real time.
Who are you looking for?
So I'm faster at taking my turns real time than most of the enemies.
We come bearing a message.
Pull my finger.
Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our
Oh, hello, Kate. Hello.
They await you in Auldhyl.
Life is basically turn-based real time. It kind of is and it kind of isn't. It's real time when you need to get some shit done. When someone asks you to do something, it's real time. When you ask someone else to do something, that shit slows down to a damn crawl. Me when I'm waiting for my accountant to email me, what the hell's taking so long? Me when I'm not emailing my accountant, even though they requested a document 6 weeks ago, I got stuff to do. Pass me. Hey, what's the holdup up there?
Find something, boy.
What would you get on True Rate Me?
Death.
Dude, I saw the Twitter drama about True Rate Me, where they have like a rubric for, like a lady posted her photo and said, rate me honestly, and then someone gave her a 7, and the mod replied like, warning for overrating or something like that. That's crazy. And then they had like, so obviously this is a very macabre moment in the game, but they had like the list of faces. It was like 9 to 10. Top 0.03%, 1 in 30,000, supermodel quality looks. And then like that on the first page, it was that all the way down to like 6.5. And all of the women looked exactly the same. Like the one that they had in the bottom right corner as like a 6, and the one that they had in the top left corner as a 10 were like almost exactly identical faces to me.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
Ah, fuck us. What do you say fuck me for?
Learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
Did Clive lose his brand? He had it lasered off on a Paramount Plus reality TV show where people remove bad tattoos. All right, Clive. Clive, was it? Let me get the story behind this tattoo. So, you're not going to believe this. You know how, like, every realm has a dominant? Well, like, my brother was that dominant, and I was his shield. Then I let him die. Well, actually, it turns out I'm a dominant, too. I have the dominant Ifra inside of me. And I accidentally killed my brother, but I didn't know it at the time. And then my stepmom had me exiled from the realm and branded with this to show that I was the property of the royalist army. There's no chocobos allowed here.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
There's no chocobos allowed here. Make it make sense. There's no chocobos, ma'am. There's no chocobos allowed here, just so you know.
Not here.
Hey! Me when I finally find a side street in Vancouver that doesn't say local traffic only. It's Vancouver posting for you. Sorry. Do you get like auto fines? No, but like,
The Lazarus.
I guess like you could or something.
To this place.
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance.
Isn't your ass local?